Oh, hello guys, can you hear me? Please confirm that in the chat. So let's start this quadratic equation now with the first question. It's right in front of your screen. Please solve it. So what are the solutions of this quadratic equation? Mark the right option. Okay, so let's solve it now. So what can we do here? Let's send the 0.04 to the right side, guys. Okay. If x square is 0.04, can we say x must be plus minus root under 0.04? And if we are finding it difficult to find the square root of that number, I will advise you to write it in the fraction form. तो ये हो गया प्लस माइनस, ये बेसिकली कितना है 4/100. डोंट बी इन हरी, ये क्वेश्चन उन्होंने बनाया ही इसीलिए है कि आप मिस्टेक करो. So that is basically plus minus, root of 4 is 2 and root of 100 is 10. That is plus minus 0.2. If you are able to find the square root of this number easily, it's fine. But if you have little bit of confusion, try to convert into fraction and then solve. So it has to be option A. That's right. Very nice. Let's do the next question. What are the solutions of this simple quadratic equation? How shall we solve it? So it may not be looking like quadratic, but we can convert it into quadratic, guys. We can write it as x raised to 1 by 3 the whole square plus x raised to 1 by 3 minus 2 equal to 0. For simplicity, we can do substitution. Let x raised to 1 by 3 as y. So if I do that, this equation becomes y square plus y minus 2 equal to 0. And this is very easy to factorize. I think you guys can directly write the factors of this, right? So factors are y minus 1 into y plus 2 is equal to 0. That means y is 1 and minus 2. But we need to find x, not y, right? So we can replace that. That means x raised to 1 by 3 is basically 1 or minus 2. Now what to do if I have to find x? Shouldn't be cube both the sides. So x will be 1 cube comma minus 2 cube. Yeah, this kind of question sometimes they might giving you 2 marks also, guys, no? So the final answer should be option D. I hope all of you have got it, no? Just remember, whenever sometimes quadratic does not look, equation does not look quadratic, think can be converted by doing some substitution. So in case it is not direct, by doing sometimes substitution we get it into quadratic. Is it all right? Have you understood? Shall we move to the next question? And whenever you get doubt, please write in the chat box. I will take that doubt, and even if you have any other confusion conceptual, we will discuss that. Chaliye, this is the next question. In this chapter quadratic, you know there are few type of things only, right? One is how to solve a quadratic, second is based on the nature of solution, and third is the word problem. Those three type of questions we have to just solve. And few standard types are there, so we must not ignore those questions. I have tried to take all the standard type of questions in this session, so let's solve it along. इसका आंसर बताइए, राइट द आंसर इन द चैट बॉक्स. What is the value of k for which this quadratic equation has equal roots? Right? So for a quadratics to have equal roots, the condition is discriminant should be 0, right? So b square minus 4ac should be 0. b is minus k, minus 4 times a is 2 into k, right? So k square minus 8k is 0. We got another quadratic which is on top to solve, right? So we will get k is equal to 0 comma 8. So we will mark option D and move to the next question. Yes, that's correct, Varani. Good. Yeah, this is another easy question. What is the nature of the roots of this quadratic? Only discriminant will tell you what to do, right? And what is the nature of the solution? So calculate the discriminant. Discriminant is b square minus 4ac, right? So 3 square minus 4 into 2 root 2. That's 9 minus 8 root 2. Can we tell anything about this number 9 minus root 2 root 8 root 2? Is that positive or negative? It is negative, right? Because root 2 is 1 point something, right? So this number is less than 0. If you want to get some idea, you can replace root 2 as 1.4. That is 9 minus 11 point something, right? So definitely this is negative. I don't think you have to do this calculation. Just by looking at this expression, we can tell, right? And whenever discriminant is negative, we know that the roots are non-real, right? Guys, how are you answering option A? Isn't it negative? Discriminant 9 minus 8 root 2. Correct? So we should mark option C, not A. Be careful. They have actually given this root thing so that you make the mistake, guys. In fact, another way to check, if you don't want to put the value of root 2, you can rationalize this. If I rationalize it, it becomes 81 minus 64 into 2 upon 9 plus 8 root 2. Now you can clearly see it is negative. So there are a lot of ways to confirm. So you know actually yourself, sometimes in which kind of question you make small mistakes, right? So in those cases, try to have an approach which can verify. Like in this case, this was another way, right? Definitely it looks much easier to check the sign. Root 2 was little tough because root 2 into 8 wasn't looking that big. Chalo, आगे चलो भाई. Answer the next one. If one root of this quadratic is twice of the other, then which of the following option is correct? It's a very good question actually. Alpha and 2 alpha, right? We will apply sum of the zeros and sum of the roots and product of the roots concept. That's easier. So if I find the sum, alpha plus 2 alpha, that has to be minus b upon a, and alpha into 2 alpha, product of the zeros, it will be c upon a. So 3 alpha is basically minus b upon a, and what is alpha from here? minus b upon 3a. Now can we replace, this is 2 times alpha square is equal to c upon a. Put the value of alpha from here to this, so 2 times b square upon 9a square is equal to c upon a. We can cancel 1a, so it is 2b square is equal to 9c. In 2-mark question they might ask you to prove that if one root of this is twice of the other, then prove that 2b square is equal to 9c. 9ac, right? Yeah, a will go to the right side, no? It's 9ac, you're right. So it's option B. That's right, guys. Sometimes they might tell you one root is thrice of the other, or roots are in the ratio of 2:3, then also we can apply. So some concepts of quadratic equation and polynomial coincide, right? Especially the relation between zeros and the coefficient thing. चलिए नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन करते हैं. दिस इज द असर्शन रीजन बेस्ड. That's right, Tanvika. Something which is non-zero, we can always cancel that. But if it is possible that it's a zero, then we shouldn't cancel. If one of the value of k for which roots of these equations are rational is 7. What does that mean? Read the question and see. So for, listen here, the concept actually I was asking you from this concept is, this question is, if we have a quadratic and if we want the roots to be rational, if coefficients are rational, if coefficients of the quadratic ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 are rational, then and roots are also rational, then discriminant must be a perfect square. That's the thing you have to apply. Discriminant must be a perfect square. Usually they ask the same question in MCQs, but remember this, I have asked it here. So if I put the value of k 7 here, so if I put ki 7, do we get rational roots? I think we get, we can factorize, so it's 3x square plus 4x plus 3x plus 4 is equal to 0. X times 3x plus 4 plus 3x plus 4. X will be minus 1 and then minus 4 upon 3. You could have done it this way as well. So this is correct actually, the assertion is correct. The discriminant, okay, spelling I have written wrong, of the quadratic equation, this is b square minus 4ac, right? Yes, correct. Now the second statement is not the explanation, right? Obviously, even though both of them are correct. So we should mark option B for this. But remember this concept, guys. Sometimes they ask you just MCQ question. They will give you the option which of the following can be the discriminant of a quadratic whose roots are rational. So that can happen only if the discriminant is a perfect square. Chaliye, let's move to the next. Acha. So these were all, because this is very small chapter, we will have very less number of MCQs and assertion region. Let's do the 2-mark questions. Send your answer, guys, now. The sum of squares of two consecutive even numbers. let the numbers be two consecutive even numbers. Can we take? If you want, you can take 2n and then 2n plus 2, right? And now they have given sum of squares. So 2n the whole square plus 2 times n plus 1 also we can write, na, square, that is given 340. Let's solve this. So 4n square, 4 times n square plus 2n plus 1 is equal to 340. Divide both the sides by 4. So we get n square plus 2n plus 1. 340 upon 4 will be 135, right? Is it? 170. Yeah, it is 85. So 2n square plus 2n minus 84 is equal to 0. Again we can divide by 2. So it's just n square plus n minus 42 is equal to 0. We can easily solve this, right? So when we factorize it, split the middle term, it's actually n minus 7 times n plus 6 is equal to 0. N can be 7 or minus 6. They have told two consecutive numbers, guys, no, not positive integers. So we may take both the cases. Are you getting? So therefore the numbers can be, if I take n is equal to 7, then the numbers will be 14 comma 16, or if I take n is equal to minus 6, then it will be minus 12 comma, put n is equal to minus 6, so it will become minus 10. Okay, yeah, I think, yeah, this part it should be n minus 6, right? It's n minus 6 into n plus 7. So n is 6 or minus 7. That's the value of n, guys. The numbers must be 12 and 14. Are you getting it? Yeah. Final conclusion should be right only, na? Don't be in hurry to finish. And even negative value can be there, na? So there will be two possible pairs. In this question, they have not mentioned anywhere. They are talking about the positive numbers only. It can be negative integers also. So did we all get the answer for this? Okay, guys. चलते हैं आगे फिर ना, next question. Find the value of k for which this quadratic has real and equal roots. So in this particular question, the given quadratic is not in the standard form, right? First we shall simplify and write in the standard form. So it's actually k x square minus 2 root 5 k into x plus 10 equal to 0 for real and equal roots. we know discriminant must be 0, which is minus 2 root 5 k the whole square minus 4 into k into 10 should be 0. So we have got 20k square minus 40k is equal to 0. We can divide by 20 both sides. So we get k square minus 2k is equal to 0, right? Which means k into k minus 2 equal to 0, right? So k can be 0 or 2. But you can understand, if I put k is equal to 0, this is no more a quadratic equation, right? So 0 should be discarded. Are you getting it? Therefore, only solution is k is equal to 2. You can write the reason also why k cannot be 0, right? Because if k is 0, then it will not be a quadratic. That's the reason. Is that all right? Sometimes it depends, guys, what have they thought before making the question. If they wanted you to answer the question correctly, na, k is equal to 2 only, they might deduct the mark. Many times, even if you give k equal to 0 and 2, they might accept the answer, but it depends now what was their point for making the question. So only solution is k is equal to 2. Let's do the next one now. I hope all of you have got the same answer. Yeah, find the value of x which satisfies this equation. Okay, so let's solve it. Take the LCM. You can go ahead with quadratic formula, guys. Right, because it doesn't look in first look that it's very easy to do factorization. So quadratic formula will be better. 6 plus minus root under b square, 36 minus 24 upon 6. Cancel the common terms. 2 is common here, so 3 plus minus root 3 upon 3. That's the answer, guys. I hope you have got it. Now you can try the next question. So did we get the answer of previous question, guys, all of us? Good. Now solve this. It's given solve for x. It means you can understand a and b are constants. Now you can use any method whichever is suitable. You can apply quadratic formula, or if you can do by splitting the middle term, that's also fine. And you know, solving it using splitting the middle term is more satisfying. Okay, but don't be in this in exam, na? In exam, it should be just right answer. Yes, that's right, Tanvika. Okay. So how many of you are using quadratic formula? You can use quadratic formula also, guys. Now first let's solve it using quadratic formula. Minus b, so it's 4a square plus minus root under b square minus 4a square the whole square minus 4 times a raised to 4 minus b raised to 4 upon 2a, it will be 8. So that's 4a square plus minus 16a raised to 4 minus 16a raised to 4 plus 4b raised to 4 upon 8. 4a square plus minus, you can cancel them, and root of 4b raised to 4 is 2b square upon 8. It's 16, right? Yeah. So 4b square. So 4 will get cancelled. It is a square plus minus b square upon 2. So the solutions are a square plus b square upon 2 or a square minus b square upon 2, right? If you want to use factorization, then you can use the method splitting the middle term. So what you do, it's 4x square minus 4a square into x plus, we can factorize a raised to 4 minus b raised to 4, a square minus b square into a square minus b square thing. And then we can write, so what is the sum of these two? It's 2a square, and if you see the sum of this, it's a square, right? So we can rewrite minus 2a square plus 2b square plus 2a square minus 2b square. If you understand, if you get clear idea immediately, then only apply this method. Otherwise, I would advise this is better method, guys. Okay, especially when things are not easily under control. So when we split this 4x square minus this part, I am keeping alone. So it's actually 2 times a square plus b square into x minus in this 2 times a square minus b square into x plus a square minus b square. It isn't as good as this. Okay, so the thing is, in final exam we should be able to answer, guys. Now here we can take 2x common, the 2x minus a square plus b square minus 2 times a square minus b square is common, x minus just a square minus b square we should take common, note that 2x minus a square plus b square, and now it's factorizable. No, this is better choice. Okay, have you all got it? Alistair, did you get the answer of this? चलिए फिर let's do few 3 mark questions. Root of 2x plus 9 plus x is equal to 13. So we know the procedure to solve this kind of questions, right guys? We need to square it, then only it will be a standard quadratic equation. And before squaring, what do? We try to keep irrational term one side, no? So that after squaring there is no irrational term. 13 minus x. Square both sides. So it becomes 2x plus 9. And you know that whenever in any equation, if we are squaring, after solving it, we have to verify the solution. Whichever solution does not satisfy the original equation, we reject that. Now that's very important to notice. A minus b the whole square. So it is 169 plus x square minus 26x. Now let's send all of them to the right side. So 0 is equal to x square minus 28x plus 160. Can we solve this quadratic by factorization? Right, that's too easy, na? X square minus 20x minus 8x plus 160. X times x minus 20 minus 8 times x minus 20. So we get two value of x, 8 and 20. Now we will not conclude here that x is 8 or 20. Now we have to check now. So check x is equal to 8. X is equal to 8, we have to substitute ordinarily in the original equation. Now, so we'll get root of 25 plus 8 is equal to 5 plus 8, 13, right? So x equal to 8 is one of the solution. Let's check the other value. Check x is equal to 20. Left hand side it will become root of 49 now plus 20, that is 27, which is clearly not equal to 13, right? Therefore 20 cannot be the solution. So this equation has only one solution, guys. Now conclusion should be, therefore x is equal to 8 is the only solution. Okay, then let's do the next question now. Yeah, Mukund, but we know na square root cannot be negative. You are telling that square root of 49, it's not plus minus 7. This is not correct. A square root of 49 is positive, which is only 7. A square root of any real number we take only positive, not plus minus. Is that all right? We never take square root negative, na? Always only the positive value. Now do this one. They might even give 5 marks for this kind of question. You might have solved similar questions earlier as well. So yeah, do it sincerely by your own and send the answer in the chat box, no? Comment it. Okay, so carefully we need to solve these kind of questions, guys, because algebra is there, na, and little bit complex expression it is. So if we are not doing carefully, one mistake can ruin the whole thing which we do. Chalo fir take the LCM left hand side, so it has to be x minus 1 times x plus 2. It is x plus 1 times x plus 2 plus x minus 1 into x minus 2. Right side also same thing, x minus 1, 4 times x minus 1 minus 2x plus 3. Use the bracket properly. Yeah, this we can cancel because x minus 1 cannot be 0, right? Because if x is 0, denominator will be 0. So x minus 1 we can cancel. Now simplify the remaining. So you have x square plus 3x plus 2 plus x square minus 3x plus 2 upon x plus 2. When we simplify 4x minus 2x, 2x and minus 7. You can cancel this and this. We have 2x square plus 4 is equal to, I am doing cross multiplication, x plus 2 times 2x minus 7. Yeah, in this case we can cancel these 2x square and these 2x square, guys. So we have only thing which is left is 4 is equal to 3x minus 14. So we are getting 3x is equal to 14 plus 4, 18. X is 18 upon 3, 6. So even though this equation was looking very complex, it turned out that it's a linear equation only, not a quadratic. So there is only solution which is x is equal to 6. And also even in this kind of question, after solving it, just check na, if I am putting x is equal to 6, is it well defined? That means this and this case we have to consider, right? In fact, it was given in the question also that x should not be 1. Why? Because this should not be 0. Not minus 2, because in that case this becomes 0, right? So if you are getting na sometimes solution, if this was coming out to be 1 or minus 2, I should have to reject that solution. Are you getting? Luckily we are getting the solution which is not of that type, so we'll accept that. So there is only one solution of this equation which is x is equal to 6. Did we all get it? How many of you got the right answer for this? चलिए सबने सॉल्व कर लिया ये प्रॉब्लम को. Oh, yeah, you can take some more time now to solve this kind of question, whichever looks little lengthy. Increase the time now, 1 or 2 minutes extra you give for those type of questions, then most likely you will not be able to make, you will not be making those mistakes. चलिए just check if I have done it right. Minus 6 it is, right? It is minus 6, you're right. चलिए, yeah, that's right Mritika, it's minus 6 actually. I had made one calculation mistake. चलिए फिर let's do the next. Find the value of k for which this quadratic equation has equal roots. Similar concept based one more question, only thing is the quadratic is little better here. So same question of equal root based can be there for 2 marks, MCQ, 3 marks and 5 marks. It can come in under any of these. Okay, so it is there, na? X is there, guys. Without we have x here. 2 into 2k minus 3 into x. Now you do. So let's do it carefully. Now let's divide both the sides by 4. Na? We can take common 4 and send it to the right side. And then in the remaining we can open the bracket. So let's do it together. We have 4k square minus 12k plus 9 rights, na? Minus when we multiply 5k square minus 6k minus 10k plus 12 is equal to 0. We can multiply by minus sign. So now once even in this question we got the value of k as 1 comma 3, right? What if after solving we were getting the value of k as 2? So if answer was having 2, then you should have rejected it, because you know, again if I put k is equal to 2, it's no more quadratic, guys. But luckily we didn't get that. So 1 comma 3, both of them are acceptable solutions. But you understood, what if we were getting k is equal to 2 comma 3? We should have to reject 2 in that case. Now only answer would be 3 in that case. Yeah, that's right. And this is a perfect question for actually 3 marks, na? Neither lengthy nor short. Appropriate question it is. चलो फिर सबका ही आ गया आंसर. लेट्स डू द नेक्स्ट वन. So they ask a question based on the discriminant 0 so many times. So that's why we have taken more questions based on that concept. चलिए आंसर कीजिए जल्दी इसको. We have proof type question here. You will see this expression again in 11th class if you are choosing maths. So once again the discriminant will be 0. Either you say b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, or you can say b square is equal to 4ac. They are same thing. B means 2mc, 4 times it's 4m square c square is equal to 4 times, let's multiply this. So c square minus a square plus m square c square minus m square a square. This 4 and this 4 we can cancel. Now in the remaining we can transpose hence proved. It's a simple calculus, no algebra question. Only simplification of algebraic expression is important. Have you all got it? सबका आंसर यही आया क्या? सबने प्रूव कर लिया? ओके चलिए फिर this is a word problem. Sum of the areas of two squares is 468 meter square. If the difference of their perimeter is 24 meter, find the sides of the square. So to start with, you might assume that the side length, let's be x and y or a and b, whatever suitable variable you think. Given. So area is square of the area is x square, right? So x square plus y square is 468, and the difference of their perimeter, na? So if side length is x, perimeter will be 4x minus 4y, that is given 24. And you can understand this is much easier, right? You can cancel 4, so it is x minus y is equal to 6. This is equation number 1. So what you can do, you can find either x in terms of y or y in terms of x, and then put it into the first equation. So x will be 6 plus y. Use 1 and 2, right? So we'll replace x by 6 plus y in equation number 1. 6 plus y the whole square plus y square We can divide by 2 both sides first. So y square plus 6y plus 18 is equal to 234. Y square plus 6y minus 216. Please check if it's right. Oh, that's good. So many of you have already got it, no? So when you're factorizing, I think you guys are getting y plus solve it. Yeah, I think 12 is satisfying this, right? Y minus 12 into y plus 18, right? And we know y cannot be. If we are not able to factorize it immediately, then another choice is quadratic formula, guys, no? But we should be able to solve it. And we will reject this. Please, whenever we get extraneous solution, extra solution which does not satisfy the answer, you mention that, no? Why it is not, right? Rejected as side length can't be negative. Right? Therefore, value of y is 12. So x has to be 12 plus 6, 18. So the side lengths of the squares will be 18 centimeter and 12 centimeter respectively. Is that all right? Have we all got it? I think most of you have got the same answer, right? Good. Yeah, in word problems, no, check no which of the following solution. Now, sometime when we get two solutions, one of the solution does not satisfy the criteria. Now we have to reject. Sometimes it is possible both of them satisfy the criteria. So in that case, we'll accept both the answers. Yeah. Conclusion is important, guys. I think in 10th class we have enough time to write the conclusion of the answer. So if it is a habit, it's good one actually. Na? Even in 12th class we can carry that. Whenever you're writing board exams, write one bottom line of the solution in descriptive questions. Chaliye, do the next. Yeah, this is fraction question. I think in the morning also we did, but that was based on linear equation in two variable. Here you might get a quadratic. Please solve it. Frame the equation properly and then get the solution of that. The numerator of a fraction is 3 less than its denominator. Right? We can start by assuming that. They have given now, if 2 is added to both the numerator and denominator, then sum of the new fraction So x minus 3 plus 2 upon x plus 2. This is the new fraction and its reciprocal. What will be the reciprocal of this? X plus 2 upon x minus 3 plus 2. That will become 29 upon 20. Just see if it makes sense. Is that what they are saying? Okay, sum of the new fraction and the original fraction, right? Note this one. So this is the new fraction. Original fraction was actually x minus 3 upon x only, right? Please do it by your own, guys. Let's see how much time does it take. Please complete it from here. In word problems, having close eye on the statement is important. If we don't frame the equation right, solving will be a problem. We might get stuck in between. So now give some more time so that the original equation which you get is right. Are we getting the same equation? So it's 40 times Are we getting this equation, guys? Check करो जल्दी से. Who else got the answer? So I think final answer is x is equal to 7, no? Check if it satisfies. So if x is 7, the fraction will be 7 upon 10. Okay then. So frame the equation and solve it, guys. Okay, you just check the calculation. If it's fine, then solve and get the answer. चलते आगे फिर ना. Let's do few 5 mark questions here. And this is again important question. Similar question was there in linear equations in 2 variable as well as in here. So there you were getting linear equations, here we are getting quadratic after simplifying. If it is required, again you can make the diagram. How many of you got the last answer? Did you complete? I got one answer. Read it and frame the equation quickly, guys. Yeah, you can start by assuming that the original speed, x kilometer per hour. So you have to travel this journey certain average speed with 54 kilometer, na? So we are traveling 54 kilometer and that is at the speed of x kilometer per hour, and after that 63 kilometer we are traveling at the speed of 6 kilometer more, that means x plus 6. So can we calculate the total time taken to travel this distance, right? So total time is 3 hours, and that will have two parts, right? Time to travel from here to here and then time to travel from here to there. Whenever we have to find the time to travel, it has to be the distance upon speed, right? So distance here is 54, so 54 upon x plus next time it is 63 upon x plus 6, that has to be 3. This is the quadratic equation we have got. Now we can solve it, right? And you can clearly see 3 is common everywhere. Now we can cancel that. So 18 3s are 21 3s are and then 1, right? And then the remaining ones we can take the LCM and simplify. Please solve it after this. Can we solve this quadratic? If you get any queries, doubt, you can write in the chat box, guys. Check if you all are getting the same quadratic. right? I think factorization is not tough in this particular case, right? So it's going to be x square minus 36x plus 3x minus 108. Are we all getting it? Please check. 36 and minus 3. Minus 3 should be rejected because speed cannot be negative. Therefore, the required speed is 36 kilometer per hour. Yeah, that's right, guys. Now you're getting the right answer. And these kind of questions are important. Now, this speed based question they ask regularly. चलिए फिर. So if you have done, let's do the next question, guys. Few more are left only. Oh, we have many here. चले फिर next question करते हैं. Make the diagram and then frame the equations based on this. Arav, we have uploaded few questions na, in our website. So there you will have few more questions. Now you can try them. This kind of question they even ask in case study, guys. This particular type. I think last year or last year they had framed one such question. Our website Arav, the lamp classes.com. Here we have questions of every chapter along with solutions. So you can check, na, whichever chapter you want to practice, you can. So I hope we have already finished this. In a rectangular part of dimension this, there is a pond is in this shape, right? So 50 by 40. This is 50, this is 40. A rectangular pond is constructed of area of grass strip uniform width. That's right, no? I hope we can understand. So we are making one path like that, no? So we are basically putting grass over this, no? And width is uniform. That means this length and this length are equal, guys. Now you can try. Clear? So they have given the area of the, it's meter square, no? Area of the grass part, no, is 1184. Please do that. So the equation which we will frame here area of the outer square minus area of the inner square. So we can take the inform it na. This part is, let's see, x. This will also be x, it's given. So the bigger area of the grass strip will be area of the bigger minus, so 50 into 40 minus 50 minus x times 40 minus x, right? Do you guys understand? And that's already given 1184. Now multiply them. When you open the brackets, this gets cancelled. Now please solve this equation, guys. This is the final quadratic equation we are getting now. Can we solve this quadratic, guys? You may use quadratic formula if factorization isn't that easy. Tell me the final answer after this, guys, and check if you are getting the same quadratic equation. Oh, I'm my bad, no? It's 2x, right? Because this part also we should add, no? It will make small change, guys, no? Please check. So it is basically 180x minus 4x square. I think 4 is common everywhere, so we can cancel 4. So that brought this number to be a smaller thing, and after that factorization will be easy, right? X square minus 45x plus, divide that by 4. Yeah, now solve it. X square minus 45x plus 296 is equal to 0. Get the final answer quickly, guys. 296 is actually 37 into 8, right? And sum of this is 45, so it's better to I hope you all are getting that. So it's x minus 37 into x minus 8 is equal to 0. So x is 37 comma 8. Now do we accept both the solution or we have to reject one? X is equal to 37 will not satisfy the given thing, right guys? Can I say, because if x is 37, then 37 to just 74, 50 minus that will not be, right? So this will be rejected. Why? Because if I take x as 37, this will be 37 and this is 37, right? Which will be more than 40, which is not possible. So therefore only solution is 8. But listen here, after finding the value of x, we should not skip this question. They are asking something else. Find the length and breadth of the pond. This is the pond, guys. So therefore length of the pond will be 50 minus 2x, right? So 50 minus 8 to just 16, 34, and breadth will be 40 minus 16, which is 24. Final conclusion should be like that. If we leave the final conclusion, half marks may be deducted. Guys, let's solve this quickly. Now let's focus on these questions. Do not involve in unnecessary chat, guys. How many of you got the same answer, guys? Okay, then let's do the next question. But it's important type of question, guys. They do ask it, no? So framing the equation is fine, but even good task is to solve it. No? Sometimes we get good quadratic. Splitting the middle term may take time. Okay, this is the board problem. Please try this. The speed of the boat in still water, this time it's given 15 km per hour It goes 30 kilometer upstream and returns back at the same point in 4 hours and 30 minutes. Find the speed of the stream, right? So to solve it, let's frame the equation. X kilometer per hour. So a speed of water, what speed of the boat, right, in upstream will be 15 minus x kilometer per hour, and downstream 15 plus x, right? The distance is 30 kilometer, right? So what is happening? Boat is going from here to here 30 kilometer and then coming back, right? And total time is 4 hours and 30 minutes. So time to go here to here, if it is upstream, then it has to be given, time will be distance upon speed. So it will be 30 upon 15 minus x, this will be the time, plus same distance it is covering 15 plus x, right? And that is how much? 4 hours and 30 minutes. So 4 plus 1 by 2. Take LCM. We are taking common, na? 30. 9 by 2. Please try to solve it by your own, guys. Na? If until you are doing it by your own, there is no much advantage. So involve yourself in solving it. X and x is getting cancelled, so it's 30 9, so what is left? 100, no? Cross multiply, so 15 square minus x square is equal to 200. X we are taking only 5, not plus minus 5, right? Because if I take minus 5, that is the speed, so speed can't be negative, right? Yeah, so therefore conclusion we have to write speed of the stream must be 5 kilometer per hour. That's good, guys. Most of you have got it right. Very nice. चलिए फिर next question करते हैं. Yeah, this is very important, no? Most of the people have doubt usually in this question. I have seen that. Let's see how many of you are able to solve it. Since the time is given in minutes, so we can start by assuming the first one is taking x minute and the second one will take x plus 1 minute then, or x and x minus 1 minute. One takes 1 minute more than the other, right? So direct formula which you can apply is in the morning also we discussed 1 upon time taken by one tap alone plus 1 upon time taken by another tap alone will be equal to 1 upon time taken by together. Are you getting? So based on the given thing, the equation which will frame is 1 upon time taken by first is x plus 1 upon x plus 1. That has to be 1 upon time taken together. So how much is that? You can write in the fraction, it's a mixed fraction, right? That is 30 upon 11, which is 11 upon 30. We have to just solve this quadratic. Let's do it together quickly, guys. Let's see how many of you have done. X plus 1 plus x upon x square plus x. Are we getting this quadratic, guys? Eleven x square minus 49x minus 30. So we will multiply this 11 and 30. It's actually 330, right? Or you can write 11 into 30, which can be written as 55 into 6, right? And clearly the difference of this is 49. So this is how we can think of splitting, guys. 11x square minus 55x plus 6x minus 30. 11x times x minus 5 plus 6 times x minus 5. I hope you understand, na? I just multiplied the constant and the coefficient of x square and then broke it, no? So it's x minus 5 times 11x plus 6 is equal to 0. X can be 5 or minus 6 upon 11. Again, x is actually time taken, right? So time cannot be negative. Therefore, this should be rejected, as time cannot be negative. Therefore, time taken by both the taps separately will be 5, 6 minutes respectively, no? Yeah, that's right. So yeah, it's a good question, right? 5 mark question and you don't have to do much, only this much. But you have to be very careful, na? So practice these kind of more questions, na? Especially quadratic, guys, na? These quadratics are little bit problematic because the numbers are big. So how do we split the middle term? We have to have a proper method for it. Chaliye. Let's do the next one. This is another quadratic where the coefficients are some constant variables. Please complete this question. No? When you simplify, that's a quadratic. You have to show that a is equal to b is equal to c if the roots are equal. Okay, so let's do it together. Mukund, did you get the answer of previous question, bacha? So solve it. So when we simplify, we get x square minus ax minus bx plus ab if we write it in the standard form, we are getting 3 times x square minus a is coming 2 times, b is 2 times, and c is 2 times. So can I say it's minus 2 times a plus b plus c into x plus the constant is ab plus bc plus ca is equal to 0. And now since roots are equal, means discriminant should be 0. And discriminant is b square is equal to 4ac, right? So b square means minus 2 times a plus b plus c the whole square should be equal to 4 times a means 3 into ab plus bc plus ca. It's important question, guys. Most of the people do not get full marks if this question is asked, na, because after this there is an important logic you need to apply. I think this is easy, right? All of us have got, na? So when you square this, it's 4 times a plus b plus c the whole square cancel this 4 and whatever is left we can open, na? A plus b plus c the whole square identity, a square plus b square plus c square 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ca. It is 3ab plus 3bc plus 3ca. When we simplify, bring all of them to one side, so we get minus ab minus bc and minus ca. Now guys, tell me what to do after this. How do we prove that a is equal to b is equal to c? Which concept shall we apply after this? How do we simplify it after this? Remember this expression, guys. In 9th class, if you had that identity aq plus bq plus cq minus 3abc, there you might have seen this expression. And now onwards in 11th and 12th, especially if you are going for JEE, there will be many times this kind of expression you will be seeing. So what do we do in this case? Let's try to write it as a sum of perfect square. So for that, what I am doing, can we multiply both the sides by 2? 2a square plus 2b square plus 2c square minus 2ab minus 2bc minus 2ca is equal to 0. And now I am making groups here. 1a square, 1b square and minus 2ab I am keeping as one bracket plus b square plus c square minus 2bc second bracket plus c square plus a square minus 2ac as third bracket. Have I taken care of all the terms? And the first part, if you see, it's actually a minus b the whole square plus b minus c the whole square and c minus a the whole square, and right inside it's 0. Whatever be the value of abc, can I say, guys, this number cannot be negative, this number cannot be negative, and this number cannot be negative? These are non-negative numbers, but at the same time when you are adding them, it is actually 0. So that can only happen when all of these are 0, because they can be 0 or more. But if they are more than 0, then sum can never be 0. So since sum is 0, so we have to have all of these individual terms 0. So we'll write a minus b must be 0, b minus c must be 0, and c minus a must be 0. Why? Since squares of any real number cannot be negative. So from here we will get a is equal to b, b is equal to c, and c is equal to a. When we combine all of them, can we say a and b and c must be same? So this is how we have to explain. Just check if you have got it. If you have any confusion, guys, you can write in the chat. I will try to explain that. Do you understand this? It shouldn't be completely new. Okay, in 9th class, what identity I told there, you must have done similar thing. Have you all understood? Shall we do the next question now, guys? Okay. Let's do the next one now. Yeah, I have taken one case study question as well, so that it covers every type of problem. So that is this. Please read the question and frame the equation properly. Tani is going to make an open top box by cutting equal square. So this is the cardboard. We are cutting from the corners, equal squares from each corner. So the dimension of this is 20 by 30. If this is 30, this has to be 20. Similar situation even in 12th class you will have, na? Similar questions, not exactly same thing, but related to calculus. So yes, we can just think like that, na? Cut square from each corner. They are asking you to find the side length of that, na? So let's call the side length Vx. So can we frame the equation now? What is the area of the whole sheet? It is 30 into 20, right? Minus, if the area of the base of the box, right? So what will be the base of the option if we do that? Can I say if I fold after cutting the corners into squares like that, this has to be the base of the box, because you are going to fold it from all the four sides. This is how you are going to make this box, right? So this, if the area of the base of the box, that means this area is given, guys. How much? 336. So can I say that area will be basically area of the whole box minus area of these parts? I think we understood, na? Now let's frame the equation. This is x, 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 and this is x. Let's find out that area. Now that area will be total area 30 into 20 minus, let's remove this area plus this area. So this area and this area will be equal only, right? The upper part, and that will be 20 minus 2x into x. Does it make sense? 20 is the total length, minus 2x. Check. Send your answer in the chat box. I'm waiting for your answer, guys. This area alone, if we want to calculate, that is basically 30 times this length x, right? That's 30x. This area alone, if you want to calculate, that is also 30x, right? And can we calculate this area? So for that area, ax times 20 minus 2x, right? So they have given 336 plus this area 60x plus this area will be x times 20 minus 2x into 2, and the total area should be 30 into 20. Guys, please check. Now you may have your own way of doing it. Do not copy it. Okay, you can, no? You can follow your own approach here. Let's see what we are getting after this. So 336 plus 60x plus 20x minus 40x minus 4x square, 600. Send all of them to one side. Right side I think is a better choice. So 4x square minus 100x plus 600 minus 336. It will be 264, right? Divide by 4, so it is x square minus 25x plus 132. X square minus, we can split 25, 22x minus 3x plus 66 is equal to 0. X times x minus 22 minus 3 times x minus 22 is equal to 0. We get x minus 22 into x minus 3 is equal to 0. So x can be 3 or 22. But can x be 22, guys? Because if we take x as 22, that's more than 20, right? So that's why this should be rejected, no? So the value of x which is acceptable is only 3. Yet then we can check that, na? If you are ending up with the same quadratic equation, it's right, na? Framing this quadratic is important, guys, no? You can frame it differently also, na? Whatever logic I have used, you may use your own, but at the end same quadratic you should get. Check if anyone else is getting the same value of x. Solve the quadratic and get the answer, guys. Mukund, did you get the quadratic equation by using given condition, bacha? Yes, so you guys can try this question even after the class. Now you can take the screenshot, whatever we have done, whether your answer is matching with this. So that's all guys for today. We have completed this chapter. We have taken more word problems and all the important type of questions in this. For the next chapter, join tomorrow in the morning, 10 a.m. IST. There will start the next chapter. We are doing it in order only. So please join on time so that we can have discussion. Okay guys, then that's all for today. Bye.